Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Janice Horrock, Assistant Vice President for Development. Welcome to Tarleton's Commencement Ceremony. We are excited to share this celebration with you and your graduating students. This long-awaited day has finally arrived, and the program is about to begin. You have waited a long time for this, so I do believe applause are in order. As the procession is ready to enter, now would be a good time to silence your cell phones so that everyone can enjoy the ceremony without interruption. The academic attire worn by the participants derives from the traditions of medieval European universities. During tonight's hooding ceremony, you will see the graduates from the different schools have different color hoods. On page 41 in your program, you will see an explanation of each of these colors. You will notice graduates wearing stoles and some wearing cords. The stoles represent the Tarleton colors and can be worn by all students. The cords reflect different academic honors and organizations. Among the faculty and administrators, most gowns are black. However, some are the color of the individual's alma mater. The president's gown is, of course, Tarleton purple. Each of the academic colleges will be represented by their respective college's unique academic banner posted by the side of the stage. Making the procession even more colorful is the presentation of 24 international flags. Each country is represented in Tarleton's student body. President Dottavio and the stage party will enter after the international flags. These distinguished individuals will be seated on the platform and will be introduced during the program. Following the stage party and leading the way is Dr. Don Beach, President of Faculty Senate. He is carrying Tarleton's ceremonial mace, the traditional symbol of the university and its authority. Following him and escorting our faculty, staff, and the December 2015 graduating class are faculty marshals, Dr. Diane Taylor and Dr. Dwayne Snyder, and our student marshals, Dr. Brian Martinson and Dr. Momin Causey. At the end of the graduation ceremony, the stage party and the faculty members will process out, followed by the graduates. Please remain seated until all the graduates have left the auditorium. With appropriate pomp and dignity, the procession will be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Anthony Purcell. Please rise to greet the procession.
Good evening, and welcome. Welcome to the 207th commencement of Tarleton State University. This is a magnificent day as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni. To open this ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior performance major Ms. Kayla Lincoln. She'll be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Anthony Purcell. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for the Division of Advancement and External Relations. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in the invocation. On this commencement day, while we have all traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask that these graduates reflect the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions for our time, to set a standard of excellence, and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
You may be seated. Well, congratulations, graduates. This is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. It is a milestone for you, and it's a milestone for your family and your friends. We know you've worked hard, you've sacrificed, and you have dreamed of this day. Most of you have had a job. Some of you maybe 2 or 3 jobs at the same time while completing your graduate work. And for some, in addition to being a student, you've been a spouse, a parent, or a caregiver, or possibly all of them at the same time. You've been running a household, and you've been running your statistical analyses all at the same time. Some of you have been on this journey for a long time, and so many things have changed since you started your university education. Disruptive innovations have changed the way we live and the way we work. Uber, for example, disrupted the taxi business. Airbnb disrupted the hotel business. And senior citizens have certainly disrupted Facebook, because just about every grandparent I know, except me, I will admit to this, is friends with their kids and their grandkids. When you started college, we had never heard of Ronda Rousey, the selfie stick, or those terrible movies, Sharknado. As the world changed, so did this university. There are more students, more campuses, more buildings, more programs, and importantly, more opportunities for you to develop, discover, and grow. And now, as you say goodbye to Tarleton and hello to your next opportunity, know this: you are very well prepared. Your effort and your persistence resulted in this day, this moment, when you receive your master's or your doctoral degree. I do hope you are taking with you Tarleton's core values, which are so important to this university. You've heard them already once: tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. I've seen these values in action by this fall's graduating class. For example, Dustin Neighbors was the leader of our aeronautical team for 3 years. He helped the team win a variety of different national and international awards, besting the likes of MIT, Cal-T, Caltech, and the University of Michigan. Euphemia Edom defined excellence by becoming Tarleton's first female NCAA national champion. Her proud parents sitting up here. She won the long jump just this last spring. Euphemia hopes to be in the Olympics in 2016 and then return to Tarleton as a doctoral student. Bill Blake's story is one of civility, leadership, integrity, and service. While on vacation in Aruba, Blake and his brother-in-law dragged a man out of the ocean who had no pulse, and they administered CPR for at least 5 minutes with no results. But they refused to give up, and then after more traumatic minutes passed, a faint pulse finally returned, and he made a full recovery. Now, congratulations to Blake. We celebrate Blake, Euphemia, Dustin, and each and every one of you for the effort and the commitment that you've made to reach this milestone in your life. Going forward, as educated women and men, as Tarleton graduates, know that much is expected of you. And so as you pursue whatever that next opportunity might be, I encourage you to be the difference in the lives of others, in the lives of your families, in your chosen careers, and in your communities. Live Tarleton's core values. They will provide a compass in a world that is certainly changing and certainly challenging. And so finally, as you do indeed pursue your new opportunities, I offer these last few words of advice. Say thank you every day, starting tonight with the family and the friends who helped to bring you to this commencement day. This day certainly belongs to the graduates, but it also belongs to the family and the friends in this audience, and some that could not be here tonight. And so I'd like to ask all of the family and friends with a graduate here this evening, would you please stand? And graduates, I want you to get up and give all of these folks that helped you, give them a great shout out and thank you. You can do a whole lot better than that. Let me hear you guys. That's a lot better. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would they please stand when introduced, and would you please all hold your applause until all are standing. Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Life. Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for Advancement and External Relations. Mr. Ty Minkler, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. James Pierce, Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Jordan Barkley, Dean, College of Education. Dr. David Druckhammer, Interim Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Janelle Barrett, representing the Dean of the College of Liberal and Fine Arts and the head of the English and Languages Department. Dr. Javier Garza, Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. Ms. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President of External Relations. Dr. Don Beach, Faculty Senate President. Caleb Chapman, Staff Council Representative, and Ms. Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank these outstanding leaders of Tarleton State University. As was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honor. There are some graduates that are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize for their service to their nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, and happiness, as well as our education. So I would like to ask all the veterans in the class and those in the audience, if you would please stand so we can thank you for your service. Veterans, please stand.
Graduates, this is your day. It is you that we are here to celebrate, and for this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Speaking for the class today is Marlin Cloudy Jr., who is receiving a master's degree in kinesiology. He grew up in Center, Texas, and now lives in Stephenville. Marlin played basketball for Tarleton for 2 years while earning his bachelor's degree, and he was named a Conference Scholar Athlete. Marlin is beginning his 3rd year as an assistant coach for the Tarleton men's basketball team. The first 2 years he was on staff, the team won the Lone Star Conference regular season championship, including last year a trip to the Division II NCAA Final Four. This year, the team is ranked in the top 10 nationally. Marlin aspires to a leadership position working with student athletes, either as a head coach or as an administrator. Please welcome Marlin Cloudy to the podium.
President Dottavio, Provost Murray, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I would like to begin by thanking God for all the blessings that He's bestowed upon my life, my mom for putting Christian values in my brothers and myself at an early age, my dad showing me that change is possible. Also, I'd like to thank my fiancee Jade for being my biggest and most profound supporter and motivator, and also Coach Lon Reisman in the back, and Dr. Dottavio for allowing me to come back to Tarleton, this great institution, as an employee. And lastly, I've had a lot of professors over my years, but 5 special professors that I like to give thanks to: Dr. Gillespie, Dr. Sadler, Dr. Priest, Dr. Peak, and Dr. Simpson, for all that y'all have done over my 2 degrees at Tarleton. Thank you. Also, let us take the time to give this smart group of individuals seated before me, along with myself, a great round of applause for becoming one of the elite citizens in the United States for graduating with a higher degree. Little do we know we are considered smart, not because we have a degree, but we bought ourselves an additional 3, 4, or sometimes, like in my case, many more years to decide what we wanted to be when we grew up. With that note, Coach Reisman, I've enjoyed these 3 years on staff at Tarleton, but following this degree, I've decided I wanted to become an astronaut. But on a serious note, everyone here should be proud of where you are today and this great accomplishment that you are in today. While this is a day of celebration, this also comes with a great responsibility. And I'm here to challenge each and every one of us to not let this be the end of our story. The time is now. The harsh reality is, once this ceremony is over, the lights are turned out, and we all go our separate ways, what we have accomplished here means nothing if we do nothing with it. We must make a daily effort to press forward and make our mark in the world. If you want to become a successful doctor, CEO, coach, or nurse, what happened to you in the past does not matter, but what matters is what you do today and moving forward. In 15 years, when we all are respective leaders in our fields, it will not matter what town we were born in. It won't matter what car our parents drove when we were in the 7th grade, and it won't even matter if we were raised in a single-parent home. But what will matter is what you do today and moving forward with your life. I challenge you to take someone along with you. The greatest act that any of us, including myself, can ever commit is lending a helping hand to someone. While it's also a great act, it's very selfish. And it's selfish in the fact that you get to relish in the excitement and the personal joy of someone else's accomplishments. You want to influence those lives so powerful, so impactful, that not only they become better people, but that they are willing to go out and change someone's life like you changed theirs. I challenge you to think before you act. Now, if we had $1 for every time we heard this statement, we could probably pay off our ridiculous student loans in no time. But that statement comes with 2 actions. First, you must think about what you want out of life and what you want out of situations. Second, you must act upon those thoughts. For the saying goes, a vision with no action is but a dream. But actions with no vision is a nightmare. So with that being said, wake up out of your sleep, combine your preparation with your purpose, and conquer the lives ahead that are before you. And in closing, there's a quote that I read every morning that I allow to order my steps and my attitude throughout the day. and hopefully it will resonate with each and every one of you graduates and all of the family members that are here representing you today. Watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Watch your words, for they become your actions. Watch your actions, for they become your habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. And watch your character, because it becomes your destiny. And you, class of 2015, are destined for greatness. Think great, do great, be great, and always remember to bleed purple. Thank you.
He said that was a piece of cake. I think if he wants to be, he could become an astronaut, don't you? Well, thank you, Marlin, for your remarks and for being such an outstanding leader on this campus. We wish you and Coach Reisman and the team continued success this year. Go Texans. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these students as teachers and mentors, challenging and supporting them as they work toward this day. And then from the developers of Tarleton's mobile app, to the grounds crew that makes this campus so beautiful, to the team that organized the 5 commencement ceremonies that we're having this weekend, hundreds of staff members have made Tarleton a home away from home and have helped you reach this day. And like your family and your friends, our faculty and staff members take great pride in your accomplishments. And so I would like to ask the representatives of the faculty and the staff, if you would please stand and allow our family, our friends, and our graduates to thank you for the important role that you've played. Please stand and thank them. So students, now we are to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Dr. Dean Lambert and Provost Murray to present and recommend the candidates for the doctoral and master's degrees.
The degrees to be awarded this evening include the Doctor of Education, the Master of Education, the Master of Science, the Master of Accounting, the Master of Business Administration, Master of Criminal Justice, Master of Arts, and Masters of Science in Nursing. Will all the candidates for all of the master's and doctoral degrees please stand? Provost Murray, these students are truly experts in their respective fields. In just a few moments, they'll join the elite group of the only 8% of the U.S. population who have earned a master's degree, and for those earning a doctoral degree, the 2% of the U.S. population who have earned that degree. Among these candidates are future leaders and innovators in the fields of education, the sciences, business, the arts, and countless others. They are well prepared to meet the many challenges that they will encounter during their careers as they work to make our world a better place tomorrow than it is today. As Dean of the College, I certify that they have met all of the requirements prescribed by the faculty and are entitled to the degree as stated on their diploma. It is my pleasure to present them to you.
President Dottavio, these students are candidates for doctoral and master's degrees as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as President of Tarleton State University, I confer the doctorate and the master's degrees upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you as educated men and women of the world to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated, and if the student marshals would please bring the graduates forward to receive their degrees.